What it do, what it is, it's your girl Yaz from 318 Shreveport, Louisiana, top of the boot, Ratchet City. You already know what it is. And I'm coming live to you from the library at ASU. Yes, ma'am. My ASU, I love my ASU. This is where I go. And I came here today to give you guys some tips because a lot of people have been asking, and I kind of just want to have a video for people to refer to instead of me constantly sending the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm just here, to give y'all some information that I feel like y'all would need to any high schoolers, college students, middle schoolers, anybody who wants to dance and audition for a squad. So if you want to know some stuff, just keep watching, baby. Just keep watching. I love you guys so much, and I just want to make sure y'all straight because it is very important to have these tips because I didn't have anybody to tell me, so I want to be the person to tell you. This video will be very helpful for you, but will help you even more as if you were to come to the workshops that we have in the spring that will be coming soon, and I'll be hosting some audition etiquette workshops as well. So stay tuned for that on my Instagram, Yasmin Reigns. You already know what it is. So let's get into it. So number one, I made a list, so I'm gonna be looking down so I can stay on track. Confidence and persistence. You want to make sure you go in that audition with the most confidence in the world. And I know sometimes that might be hard because you might not believe in yourself, you might not think you're ready, you might think other girls are better than you, but you have to find out what it is about you that you have different than everybody else. For instance, I know that a lot of people don't have a lot of energy when they dance, and I make sure I expound on that when I go into an audition room because I know that I'm going to use my energy to light up the room, whether that be flexibility, pointed toes, beautiful smile. You're going to have something that stands out from somebody else. You're gonna have something. So you just need to figure out what that is and expound on that and really show the judges what you got to offer and why they should pick you. You also need to be persistent. So that means you need to go in there with the attitude of I'm not taking no for an answer. So that means you got to work for it. You got to understand why you're there, and when it get hard, you got to remember like, okay, I came here for a reason, so don't give up. Like, you got to keep pushing yourself. You got to keep pushing yourself. And that was basically my whole attitude when I came to the Stingette audition for the first time. I did no preparation. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I didn't know about the team and what they did. I didn't really have much of a background knowledge on them, but that didn't stop me. So I just made sure that I gave my all. Everything that I did, I was worried about myself, and I was just making sure I was getting what I needed from the audition process so I can move forward, not the next girl. Because it was plenty of girls around me with all the technique in the world, plenty of girls around me with all the flexibility in the world, and I didn't have that. So I could have just sat there and defeated myself like, dang, they gonna pick her over me because she got the longest leg. She pulled her leg to her ear. My leg can't even come past my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? But you can't think about that because they might see something in you that you don't see in you, or see something in you that they want over that other girl. Make sense? Okay, so number two, stamina and energy. You want to make sure. This is so funny, y'all. This guy down here, he running so fast right now. That's the kind of stamina you need. Like, you need stamina, like, because you're going to be in that audition room and they ain't no telling how many times they're going to tell you to do that routine. Ain't no telling how many times you're going to have to go across the floor. Like, and you're going to be expected to do everything full out. Don't ever mark at an audition. If I hear about you marking, art the hand, I'm going to get you. Like, don't ever mark at an audition. I don't even care if the people say mark. You better do a full out mark. That means full out arms, movements, smiles. You need to get a feel of the routine. You need to get a feel of what you're doing. So don't take any opportunity to relax. Don't take any opportunity to chill. You need to have high energy, high stamina. Make sure you work out to achieve that. And that goes into my next step or next tip, which is number 3. And that is going to be your appearance and your physique. So depending on the squad, like Stingettes, we are pretty slim. We're pretty toned. You want to make sure you still come in ready, like ready for them to say something about your body because they're looking at that. You have to submit a picture, a recent picture of yourself, and you have to match that picture. So you want to make sure you look as fit as possible. I mean, 2 weeks before the audition, I did work out every single day. Although I was already fit, I still didn't take out advantage. Like, I still worked out. As soon as I found out that I was gonna audition, I was okay, I need to start back working out. Like, and I'm glad I did, baby, because I was in that audition room so tired because they just kept wanting us to do it over and over and over and over and over. Oh my God, I could just die right now. Like, oh my gosh, I just can't believe how many times we do that routine. Like, oh my God, you're gonna pass out if you're not fit for it. So just make sure, you know, you get some good cardio in. You wear your sweatband so you can trim that waist down, you know, and I'm gonna get y'all right whenever my fitness classes get into rolling, because I really love fitness. So, you know, that's something that I'm going to make sure that you guys can experience from me. So moving on to number 4. Number 4 is going to be your performance ability. So you want to make sure you have a good performance quality, and you want to entertain the judges, entertain the audience, whoever you're performing for. You always want to entertain. So you need to put on a smile. You need to get in the mirror, find your facials. Don't be in there talking about. Never put your tongue out either. Oh my God, that's disgusting. When you're dancing, you don't want to do that unless you're doing like some real like some stuff like that. But if you in there, you know, you know, you're doing stuff like that, you want to compliment your face. You don't want to take away from it by making ugly faces. So you just got to find yourself, find what it is that, you know, compliments what you're doing. Make sure, you know, you have good energy. Like I said, that goes along with performance quality. They're just looking for somebody who they can work with. So, for instance, with us, if you don't have technique, but you have performance quality, you have passion behind your dancing, you have purpose behind your dancing, they're going to pick you over somebody who has all the technique. Because you can teach technique, but I don't think you can really teach performance. Like, you can, but it's hard. It's much harder to teach someone how to perform and how to entertain and how to have fun and how to look alluring when they dance versus having someone who can just have the lines. You know what I'm saying? You can get lines, you can stretch, you can learn technique. So just focus on that. You want to make sure you go in and know how to perform. Number 5, you want to pay attention to detail. I cannot stress that enough. And I'm a detail girl. Like, you can spell detail on my forehead, because that's just me. Like, I love details. Like, I am the person who's going to look at the smallest itty bitty thing and be like, hello, I got a question. Did you move your hand like this? Or did you move your hand like this? Or did you move your hand like this? Or did you move your hand from the elbow? Like, it matters. And that's going to stand out to them that you notice that small detail. So, and that's with anything, any class, any routine, anything that you do, you need to pay attention to what the choreographer asks for, because they're going to pick you over somebody who doesn't, who's just out there doing what they want to do. Because that's not what the purpose of the routine is. Otherwise, they could just send you a video and, you know, y'all just do what y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure, you know, you pay attention to what they're doing, because that's going to stand out to the judges, that you know how to pay attention to detail and how to retain it. Don't just ask the question and not retain it. You got to retain it. Let's move on to number 6. Work on your work ethic. You have to have a very driven work ethic in order for you to be able to succeed on any collegiate level dance team, because we work hard. I don't know not one collegiate level dance team that does not work hard. Like, we work hard. It's not high school, it's not middle school, it's not company, it's band, which is already a high level of dedication. It's dance on a collegiate level, which means you're nearly professional. Like, you're right here next to professional. So you're going to be working hours and hours and hours, tirelessly, endlessly, ceaselessly, whatever word you want to use. You're going to be working. Like, you're not going to have time to think about the work that you're going to have to do. You need to come in with the attitude of, I'm going to work. I'm going to do this because this is what this is what I want to do. This is what I want for myself. So if they sitting there, if you end up finding yourself in the mindset of, oh, they asking for too much, that means you don't want it. And that's just simple, because everything we do is for a reason. How you think we end up looking so good? We don't get it by just coming in there and just, you know, playing. You actually have to do what you're supposed to do. Like, if you don't come to work, then what are you doing? Let's move on to number 7. Learn the basic technical skills. So for stingettes in particular, we're a technical based squad. So that means, you know, we're gonna do the simple turns like pirouettes. We're gonna do maybe some seconds. I don't think we ever had like seconds or fouettes in the audition routine, but work on them anyway because we're gonna do it eventually in the season. Work on jumps, leaps, kicks. Just work on your lines, work on knowing your positions, work on knowing how to hold your body, holding your rib cage in, how to point your toe, how to pull up, how to squeeze, you know, just stuff like that. You want to make sure you have a basic understanding of that. And even if you don't, we're going to teach you on the squad, but you still want to be a foot ahead, be a step ahead, because there's something else that could put you ahead at the audition. And if you need help with that and you don't have any like money, like I didn't, you can just really use YouTube. Like how you watching me, you need to take your cursor, click at the top, open a new tab, go to youtube.com. While I'm talking right now, go to youtube.com, go to your search engine, type in just for kicks, Kix, and they have pretty much all the basic technical skills and advanced that you need. Like, and she breaks it down very well. I don't know her name, but she breaks it down very well from top to bottom. She makes sure you understand the arm placement, the foot placement, the leg placement, the head placement, everything she's going to explain. And there's other people on YouTube as well, but Just for Kicks really helped me a lot, especially when I was in high school. So make sure you use that. But still, you got to research your squad, like, because I know some teams don't do technique like that, like Alcorn or Alcorn. I really don't know still to this day. I get it mixed up all the time. But Alcorn, and Jackson, you know, they're more so on the trick side, you know. So if you want to audition for them, you need to make sure you learn how to do the tricks that they do. So basically, watch the field shows. Watch what we do on the field. The team, you have to match the team you're auditioning for. So if you go in to Jackson auditions trying to do, you know, 30,000 second turns into a turning switch leap into a split, you know, they're gonna be like, that's cool and all, but that's not what we do. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Number eight. So number 8 is gonna be flexibility. You wanna make sure you stretch. I mean, that's just simple. One of the best things you can have as a dancer is flexibility. Like, girl, you need to be able to pull that leg to your head, behind your head, and put it behind. Because, baby, I'm telling you, I'm not really that flexible. I'm really not that flexible. But you know, I can pull. I can pull. Stretch every single day. Don't cheat it. You know, if you're preparing for an audition, you need to be stretching every day. Stretch and make it fun too. Like, get in the mirror, turn on some music, get lit. Like, make yourself feel good. Like, and reassure yourself, okay, I'm getting flexible. Every time you stretch and get on that mat and stretch, or get on that floor, or get in the bed, whatever, however, whenever you stretch, you need to be encouraging yourself because you already a step ahead, and you just can get your body accustomed to stretching. And really the basis of flexibility is just training your body to move forward or past what it's used to. Training your muscles to extend past what they're used to going. But you want to make sure that when you get into a room, you don't try to force your flexibility. So if your leg can't go past here without you having a proper form, that means an upright back, a straight supporting leg, then you don't need to be trying to kick here and end up, let me just explain. That's all you got? That's fine. But don't get in there talking about all of this right here trying to get your foot up, because that's not attractive. If you can just keep it here, and boom, and boom, and boom. Better, and this, and this, and this. That's another thing. Stretch your feet, because you can have biscuit feet like me, and it always looks flexed. And then my feet long on top of it. So, but they've gotten much better, because they were not this good at first. But this is still horrible. Still horrible. Number 9. This is my last tip, but it's my most important tip. You want to make sure you got God on your side. Because, honey, he's the only one that's going to get you through the audition process. I promise you he is. You're going to call on his name so many times, baby, your body going to be hurting. Your head going to be hurting. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be ready to go. You're going to be tired of the instructors. You're going to be tired of the coach. You're going to be tired of everything. You're going to be tired. T-I-E-D. Tired. You're going to be real tired. T-I-D-E-E-E, Tide. That's T-I-I-I, not T-I-D-E. That's Tide. That's Tide. Tide. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, you want to make sure that you just really stay prayed up. You go in there and know that with God, you can do all things. And if you get a yes, that means it was for you. If you get a no, that means it wasn't for you. God got something different for you. You know, God could be saying maybe, but not this time. It's not your time yet. So you just got to listen to him. And a lot of times people don't understand how to take no. But I take a rejection now, since I've experienced rejection a few times. I take it as a learning experience. And I take it as a okay, God knows this is not for me. Because I auditioned for dolls before I auditioned for stingettes, and I didn't make it past the second round. I got cut at the second round, and it was the most devastating thing I had ever experienced in my life. I thought I was over with. I thought my dance career was just in the drain. That wasn't even my first rejection as a dancer, but that was hard because I transferred to Southern specifically to be a doll. I thought, you know, I was gonna go there and just live my doll life and, you know, just be great, but God had other plans. That's a whole nother story. I'll talk about that in my dance story whenever I get to it. But yeah, those are my 9 tips. Just make sure, you know, you really take heed to them. I hope you wrote them down, take notes, send this video to somebody, help somebody out. Come to my audition clinics, come to stingette audition clinics. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep praying, keep working, keep asking questions, and keep researching. You got to research. Like, you got to research. Like, you got to. That's another thing. Like, if you go into an audition not knowing what to wear, you need to look at what they've worn in previous years. What do they wear to practice? What do they wear to performances? How do they dress? How do they wear their hair? How do they do their makeup? You need to look like a member of that team. Like, you need to already look like them. But this is a safe style for auditions. You don't want to do too much. This is a safe style. This is a safe length. You don't want to go past your bra strap. That's too long for anybody dance team. I feel like that's too long. So that's one thing that I had to learn. And I learned these things from asking questions. But yeah, that's enough of me talking. I hope this helped somebody. Let me know if it did. Let me know if it didn't. I love y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how y'all feel. Because, you know, I want to make sure y'all stay good. You know, you got to make sure you stay good. Because if you're not good, then I'm not good. And, you know, that's just not fun. So, I love y'all, man. Stay easy. Bye.